What?
I'll probably move to the left.
You mean out the screen, don't you? Is that what you mean?
Well, I'd speak it better.
Arthur, shut up. Okay, right, so there's no point messing around. Coronavirus taken over the world. We're all locked inside. Very noisy inside for me at the moment because my son's being fed. We're all locked inside, so I can't go out fishing, I can't go out filming, and for the foreseeable future, just like many of you, I will be indoors. You know, with the odd exception of when I can nip in and out here and there. So, whilst I was at home, I thought I would do a little video. I don't know how many of these I'll do, maybe I'll carry this on. So it could be a little series of videos, but this will be an insight into what I get up to day to day. So, this is Cypography at home. This is Cypography at home. This is me at home with my horrible wife, my crazy child, my computer and my goings on. So let's go. This is my life. As you probably haven't seen it before, unless you watch my Insta stories, then you may have. So the other week, well literally last week, I renovated, we'll call it renovated my office, which needs tidying, so that'll be a job for today. And of course I've got work to do for the next episode as well. All sorts going on here. There's my whole cutlet. And there's my son coming back to see me. You coming back again, Arthur? You're not allowed in that cupboard, are you? No, I'm not. Genuinely quite depressing, this. Look, nothing in here. That sandwich is out of date. So's that ham, I think. I don't eat carbs, so get the veg drawer. Even that's like, that lettuce is out of date, that spinach is out of date, the cucumber ain't. That's all that's in there. Milk, running out of milk. I've only got green left. I hate green. That cream's out of date. To be fair, there's a lot of out of date stuff and I should probably take some of it out. Yeah, so I think I'm going to have to go to the shop at some point. You're not supposed to, are you really, if you don't have to, but you know, I think this is a have to situation really, because I ain't got nothing to eat. Oh, they look quite nice. Yeah, I'll eat them for now. What are you doing? So I'm trying to do my work and this is what I can hear in the other room. What are you doing up there, mate?
We can't do this one.
Is this Joe Wicks?
For 30 seconds, we've got 10 to go, come on. How many can you do? Right, let's just do these ones again. And go. And go. And go.
Is that fun?
Oh, this is a good one. Come on, this is hard work. Oh! I'm going to bunny hop.
Alright, for some money, I've got hours of data processing to do. I say hours, that's an exaggeration. It will take hours probably to transfer it all, but I'm going to proof watch Jim Shelley's For the Record. Oh, who's ringing me? This will be the first of probably 200 phone calls today. Various people. This one, Mike Bridger, so I'm going to answer this. Goodbye, people. This is the bit where I try to proof watch my videos and Arthur and Gemma distract me.
Arthur wants to help.
You want to help, Arthur?
Do you want to help, Daddy?
I want to go fishing. I don't mean carp fishing. Carp fishing, I'd never, I might have seen a picture or something.
Oh, what's that?
Nasty boy.
Oh, lovely sticky
Fishing.
hands.
Roach and stuff like that. That's what I really like.
No, he's biting it. We don't bite the camera, please. No, thank you. We don't bite it.
done what I wanted and made a job that doesn't really exist.
Arthur, what are you doing? Arthur, wait, what are you doing down there? Why is the broom flat? Arthur, what's that mess you've made in here as well? What's all this? Look at the state of it, boy. What have you done? What's all that mess? Hey? Little terror. How you getting on with your chores, Gem? Gem? Gemma? How you getting on with your chores? Pink job. There's nothing this kid likes more than watching the washing machine spin round. And playing with a broom by the look of it. Oh God, oh God, oh God. You're coming to get me, are you? What are you doing? What are you doing, boy? What are you doing? Let go of that, you can't have it. It's not yours. Just cleaning Arthur's handprints. Okay, so I'm making a coffee because every day has to start with a coffee. And every coffee must have coffee mate. Unfortunately, we're on Nescafe Gold because my favourite coffee, the Azera, is out of stock. But we've got sugar, we've got this, we've got that, and it will do. What was that noise, boy? Now, key to a good coffee is lots of milk, but we haven't got that much. And of course 2 sugars. Got to have them sugars in the coffee. We ain't got to, I don't mind it really either way, but I like to have 2 sugars. By choice more than anything. Done. So, this is a load of parcels. Well, prizes really. These are prizes for people. The like and share competition from Facebook. So, they're all done. There's Oscar's one, there's Ali's one, Steve Renyard. They're from episode 30. So, every month we've got different giveaways. And this is them getting boxed up, ready to go out. Once they're done, let's put them under here. And then Gemma, once the prizes are announced, we'll send them out. Ah, Neil Spooner's ringing me. Hello, Neil Spooner. Yeah, I'm good. Have you got my mic gripper thing attached to your jacket by any chance? I think you have, Guy. No, not on like the neck bit, well, where it's clipped. Yeah, just on like on your sort of outside of it. Yeah. No, you ain't got it. Okay, Guy, never mind. You must have lost it then, because I'm not going to accept responsibility for losing it myself.
In case it fell off there.
They don't fall. They're torn. They're just torn off and they're torn and thrown, or they just stay attached.
I definitely unclipped it from said jacket. I remember unclipping it and pulling it out from underneath. So maybe it would have got caught then and could have come detached and fell on the floor.
Yeah, I do get the impression you're lying, but that is possible, I suppose.
Have a check, mate. I'll sanity check in my van, but I'm pretty sure this is your fault.
Okay. Okay.
Sorry, guys.
Shared blame. Shared blame.
All right, mate.
All right. Love you. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Fucking liar. Okay, so it's the time of day when I cook dinner, and my son screams while eating his. Arthur, what you got now? What you got there? Peas? Peas? Is that yummy? Once again. You always get some on the floor, don't you? Hey? Stir fry for dinner. Went to Sainsbury's earlier. Bit of a weird experience, but got some food for dinner, so I can feed us at least. What are you doing, Gem? She's cleaning the pram. Oi, you! What are you, what are you doing? Right, let's see, want some more. Melon. Go on, boy, get it in you. Nice. Nice. Going to Sainsbury's means my vegetable drawer is full up, which is what we want to see. And I've got my blue milk. Thank God. Oh, and these things are pretty amazing, to be fair. No carbs, but they are noodles. Go lovely in a stir fry. I think they're made from fish protein, something like that. They're good though. What'd he do?
Pulling literally tiny strands of my hair.
He thinks it's funny. Is it funny, Arthur?
Not funny, Arthur.
Funny.
You could always help Elliott, couldn't you? You could try.
I am helping.
You're not helping. You never ever help.
I just made dinner.
Let go. Ow! No, let go.
This is the part of the night where we sit on the sofa. Gemma moans that she hates me.
I've made it.
But actually, we're looking at the new Cypography website, which hopefully by the time you watch this will actually be live. If it's not, this is me telling you that we're going to have a new website soon. But I'd like to think you'll be on it right now. I'd also like to think that you appreciate these pyjamas. What are you laughing at?
They're just so bad.
I like them.
Get off. I scratched your nail. You fat little toes. Ow, stop. You're so irritating. You're awful.
Okay, so because of the current barber situation, I thought, well, rather than let my hair get out of hand, I'll just shave it all off. So, I'm calling it the Corona cut. Gemma absolutely loves it.
The Corona divorce.
Don't you like it?
No.
Why?
Neither does Arthur, look.
They don't like it. Well, I do. I think it looks nice. Anyway, yes, I've shaved my head and I'm going to have a shower. Bye. The ultimate omelette. Mushrooms. Chorizo. Halloumi. 3 eggs. Got to be 3 eggs. Salt and pepper. Grated cheese. Cheddar, of course. Gemma's just been for a run. You alright, mate?
No. I came back and you still look like that.
She doesn't like my new haircut.
Neither does Arthur.
We like it, don't we, Arthur? We like it. State of it, look. You've only gone about 20 minutes.
If I could do something.
It's only gone about 20 minutes, mate.
27 actually.
Butter in the pan. High heat.
Is this mine?
Ingredients in the pan. No, wife, it is not yours. This is mine. There's an art to flipping an omelette, but I have it mastered, should I say? Gemma's lucky, I'm making her one as well. Say thanks, Gem.
Thanks, Jim.
There we go, look, tip it out onto the pan. Tip it out onto the plate. Ready to eat. Look at that, looks like a pizza base, perfect. These are the bits you want, look. The halloumi chunks. Yeah. They're good. There's only one ketchup to have, and it is the Tiptree Jam factory ketchup. We just love it. Don't we, Gem?
Yes.
We do. Okay, so one of the first things I had to do this month was just finish the second part of my cold water campaign series. The first one was really good, caught some real big carp, up to £42, a 42, a 39, a 35. This time around, I caught some fish not as big though, it was much tougher. Phone. But yeah, much tougher, you know, it's in January time. And if I just find that, I will show you a little preview of that one now. Here we go, where are we? Here we go. It's been just over a month since the last time I went fishing, and that was at the tail end of November. This is the second part of my winter campaign, and I've actually ended up missing the whole of December. I had a family holiday at the beginning of December, which was really nice. Went away with the baby and my mum and my dad, and of course my wife. We had a lovely time, and because of that break and the fact we had Christmas coming up at the end of the month, the middle part of December was a really, really busy time for me because I missed a week's work at the start. I was going to miss a week's work at the end because of the Christmas break. So the middle of that month, I just did not find time to come fishing. So I have missed the whole of December. It's now the 5th of January. Christmas and New Year is out the way, and I hope all of you have had a lovely time. You'll be watching this a little bit later on in the year, but either way, I'd just like to wish you all a Merry Christmas and say that I hope you had a Happy New Year. But back to business. It's the 5th of January and the lake has changed somewhat. There is nothing left on the trees in the way of leaves. It's noticeably colder lately, and although the temperature isn't too bad today, it's about 8 degrees, the lake does seem a little bit more dead. You know, I did last night, I heard 2 or 3 very subtle shows and 1 proper clatter out. So I have seen signs of fish, but you know, you can tell now into January that the lake is shutting down. When I cast my rods out, I put a rod out last night with a PVA bag on it, reeled it in, and when I got the rod back to the bank, you know, the bag was still there. So, you know, things like that just show you how much the temperature of the water has changed, and that's going to have a big effect on the carp. You know, if the water's much colder, they're going to be behaving differently, and although they are still showing, you can just sense that the lake's calmed down a little bit. But I have got some signs to go on. It was hard to work out exactly where they were last night, and I've dropped into this swim because I'd caught from here at the end of November. My last couple of trips, this is where I caught fish from, so I dropped back in here yesterday because it was the best place that I could think of to start. I can see a lot of the lake from here, and I did hear fish out here, just not 100% sure exactly where they were. But I've got 3 rods out there. I'm not using a lot of bait, same tactics I was using in November. Little PVA bags, bright hook baits, and a few boilies scattered over the top, you know. And when you're fishing in a very active style like I am, which basically involves seeing a carp show, casting to it, and if needs be, moving as well, you know. If you've watched the first piece of this diary, you'll know how much I was moving around throughout the night. And if you haven't watched it, then I suggest that you go back and watch it, because, you know, you're on part 2, and if you've missed part 1, you are essentially missing out. So this will be the beginning of the proper winter part of this campaign. You know, the last bit was November and we're now in January, so it could get pretty tough from now, but I've had a really good run of fish so far. I think I've had, well, I can tell you what I've had. I've had a 42-pound mirror, a 39-pound mirror, 35 mirror, and 4 or 5 smaller fish. So, you know, I've had a good run of bites throughout November, and I really hope I can carry that on throughout January. It's just going to be a little bit harder, I reckon. Tell me what you just said.
Shit poo.
A shit poo. A shit poo. You think there's a dog called a shit poo, do you?
It doesn't come up, what's it called?
A shih tzu. You're an absolute idiot.
Shit poo, it's actually there.
A shit poo.
Shit. No, oh no.
Oh, a she poo. Or a shipoo. Alright, either way, it's not called a shit poo, is it? Eh?
Can we get one?
Right, let me see it. It looks like Blue, but furrier. Blue's in prison now.
Blue's in his own quarantine.
No, we can't get one. What are you doing? Arthur, what are you doing in there? That is Daddy's ink card. Oh God, babe, the sun needs to get out. Okay, bye-bye. It just broke the fucking shelf. Control him, will you?
He's cracking up. Just close the door. Doesn't it go in there when you're not there?
Just control your fucking kid, he ain't mine. So the shelf is broken, so loads of mugs. I need to find some screws somewhere in this. This was actually given to me, this toolbox. A lot of my friends laugh because I'm not the kind of person that has a toolbox, but I have actually got one. Lovely old girl she is. Just need to find some screws. I've got these. They're a bit big though, really. I need some little ones. I'll have a look. Oh, I've just found this. This is perfect. This is actually like 4 shelves. So I'll try and make something out of this. Can't be too hard, can it? Need a little drill bit. Kind of running out of drill bits, which is annoying. A few broken ones and that in here. We'll get there, we'll get there. Done.
We can tile this bit ourselves, isn't it?
Okay, so just been through, sorted all my kit out. Been filming a lot in the build up to the lockdown. We kind of saw it coming, so all this lot has just been taken out of my stealth bag and then back into its big boxes. These are what I use on the big shoots, and that little bag is what I use if I'm nipping about. The charging cupboard. And in here is where we charge all the bits up. Real mess of cables there. I've actually got an old film camera in the bottom there. In there, look. I should use that more. You know, you get a beautiful image from film, and I don't use it. I say I should use more, and I literally never use it, and I should do. But yeah, got the big charger up to go. Get everything. Oh Jesus, I dare say by the time I'm allowed to film again, this lot will be well and truly charged. Probably overcharged, to be honest. But yeah, it's just another little aspect of what I have to do day to day. I quite like this sort of thing, to be fair. Lining stuff up, putting it in its little compartments. Got a little bit of OCD, I think, so sort of heaven for me this is. But yeah, it's done. I've also stacked all the mugs back up in that cabinet. We've got a few casualties down there. We're going to give these away online, so every cloud has a silver lining. I've lost a load of mugs, and some of you will be gaining one. Although slightly damaged, I must admit. Work to do now, actually get on with my day. Okay, so aside from what I've just been editing, which isn't actually in the latest episode, I mentioned the other day that I was working on Jim Shelley's For the Record. Now, I love the stuff we do with Jim. It's definitely some of the favourite stuff that we get to film. Probably because he's a man like no other, I suppose. You know, I've filmed with loads of people over the years. Not only is Jim a very, very good carp angler, but he's quite unique in his ways. You know, gets a lot of bad press. There's no doubt about that. But at the same time, he gets a lot of good press. You know, he's one of those guys that people have lots of different opinions on, and I've always tried to take people for what they are, really, and I've never had no beef with Jim. Therefore, I like him. I get on with him whenever I'm with him. I have a good crack with him, and I think the films we've done with him so far have been really good. Like I say, they are some of my favourites. They're some of the ones I'm most proud of, and filming them for me is really, really enjoyable. This is a different style of film to what we've done in the past. Obviously, previously it's been these Hunter series. This is a For the Record, you know, one of probably our most recognised films that we do for the record, which is an interview piece. And it shows you a side to people that you don't get to see. We go into their home and we discover them for them. You know, we do a lot of digging into their past, their future, some of their biggest achievements, you know, their highs, their lows, the whole lot. And Jim has never been filmed in this light. You know, people haven't filmed Jim Shelley. Loads of articles over the years, you know, but the Cypography films are probably the only ones really that you'll find online, other than the stuff he's done himself, which is one of the things we talk about. There's loads of stuff we talk about, but yeah, Jim's interview will be live the 1st of April, along with several other films this month. So I'm looking forward to seeing the reception for that one. Hopefully it will be well received. You know, he's a controversial guy, and he will say things in that interview that some of you may disagree with, not understand, or whatever. But you know, that's Jim being Jim. And one thing you will see in that interview is that you get what you get with Jim, like it or lump it. So hopefully you enjoy that, and I'll give you a little snippet of it now. So you know, I've proof watched it yesterday. It's ready to go now. So I'll play a little bit of that for you now, so you can actually watch it for yourself. A little teaser, should we call it that?
You must, though, at times think to yourself, I wish I was more anonymous.
I knew you were going to hit me with that one. That's why I stopped, because I knew you wanted to tell me that one. Or hit me with it. Yes. Look, I've said this before on Cypography, and I wrote it. Let's just say a multi-millionaire, right, contacted me and said, Jim, I know you don't really want to do this, all this media shit and all the rest of it. I'm going to give you a lifeline. Here's 50k or whatever to turn everything off and just go fishing, and send me the only pictures of what you catch for my own pleasure.
Sounds like a weird guy.
Trust me, I would do it.
Yeah.
You don't know, do you? You do get people like that.
Yeah, so you in...
I'd shut everything down, mate. Be gone.
Yeah.
I'd love it to go back 20 years to when it was proper carp fishing.
So many guys of your age say that.
It is... I mean... Gotta be so careful.
You don't. You only say what you want to say.
Yeah, I know, but I am quite outspoken, and I try not to be like that now.
I'll tell you what, right, this Hoover, God knows what it's called. Shark, there you go. Jem was rattling on about getting this for ages and I kept saying no, but and half bloody good. Pulls you along. Hang on. Literally drags itself along the floor. Absolutely ideal. This will make you laugh. Wait till you see this then. Hang on, I'm going to creep up on her if I can. What are you doing, Jem?
Doing a job you should be doing.
Doing the job I should be doing. She has asked me to do this, but I ain't got the time really. How you getting on? Gem? Oh look, General jet washed the patio yesterday. I hate EG. It's nice of her, isn't it? I'm just showing everyone this is the sort of shit I have to deal with on a daily basis. People ringing me up. How do I take a picture like this? They don't even listen. Here he goes then. He's got a £38 mirror. So apparently we're allowed an hour out in the house a day for exercise, so we're just going to take a little walk down to the pond. Arthur likes to feed the ducks, so that's where we'll go. Just us two, well us three. You looking forward to it, mate?
You look like your Uncle Jack Jack.
What do you mean he looks like his Uncle Jack? Why would he possibly look like his Uncle Jack?
He don't look like you, mate, that's for sure. Ooh.
Here they are, look. Come on, duckies.
We need to see the bread first. Here they come. Giving them.
I literally didn't even know this pond was here. It's only around the corner. 200 metres from my house. Any carp in there, babe?
No.
No. Such a shame. Such beautiful weather. Have I seen the purge? Yeah.
I feel like that's about to happen.
I don't think I don't think that's going to happen, Jim.
You never know, mate.
No, you're all right. You never know. Arthur, he's trying to eat that just then.
Yeah, he is eating it.
Is he allowed to eat it? Is it mouldy?
No, that bit's not. Oh.
Piggy.
Gone. Can you see him?
I never thought I'd appreciate just like going outside to do something as simple as this, as much as I do right now.
Hopefully, a bit more.
And to think that we like have to go home soon is pretty weird, to be fair. But at least we are outside, even if it is temporarily. Those little birdies buzzing around in the trees. To be fair, this might make a few more people appreciate the outdoors. Most people don't, do they? Just sit indoors all the time. And then people are probably now annoyed they can't go outdoors, but surely it's going to make people realise how nice it is actually to be outside. Hopefully, anyway.
Skill.
What you got there, little mate? Oh, you balance it on his pram. What's Mummy doing to you? And he'll just fall asleep, will he?
Yeah. Done now, aren't you?
Techers. Look at her, look. What happened, mate? Did you lose your bag?
Speed.
Speed. You see, it seemed to get quite far without you.
Huh?
It seemed to get quite far without you.
Alright mate, didn't see you running.
We've got duck wars going on here. These three have just turned up. I think the king of the pond's just gone over there to tell him to go away. They ain't having none of it though. They're there to stay, I reckon. Here he is, look. He's in here now. He ain't happy.
Is that working?
Yeah. Yeah, it's working. Do you want to go out so I can finish my work?
No, you crack on mate.
Okay, so Gemma's just come in to give me, what is it, my 8-minute warning, did you say?
You've now got 6.
6 minutes. So apparently I have to stop, well, I have to stop work at 6 o'clock, but I'm just working on the third part, or the final part actually, of my cold water campaign.
Not all the time.
Which I should have finished within the next couple of hours, really. That's the plan anyway. It's a shame really, because it's almost certainly been, well, my campaign has been ended by the,
I know the wraps to that
corona stuff.
Show, basically, it's shown off the end of the reef. It's a place I fish the rod all the time really when I've been in this swim.
One of many films I'll be editing over the next few weeks. Obviously I'm not going to be going out, so this will be me sat at home editing. Do me a favour really, because I do get, especially this time of year, it's quite tempting to go out fishing, so a bit of time at home probably do me good. This is my motivational fist actually. My dad got this on holiday years ago. It's really cool. Look at him. Heavy that is. Attitude towards life, eh? So I've just got an email through from my little darling Richard Stewart, who I work with on Cypography, and that email contains Neil Spooner's latest film that we've done with him. We started a series last year detailing his pursuit of a carp called James's fish. I think it's been £50 in the past, so it's a big carp. And Neil's battered the lake that it's in really. He's caught all of the fish, some of them, you know, time and time again. And pretty much the last remaining one he has to catch is the big one, you know, that is his target fish. So we're sort of following his campaign. We went out of him last autumn, we've gone back out of him now in the spring. So this is kind of, this is a bit of the spring and a bit of the autumn catch up really. I'm sure he's going to catch it. I really hope he's going to catch it. And when he does, we will be there to film it, you know. So the end of this series is going to be really cool, because you're going to get to see that carp. But for now, I will show you, like Jim's piece, I will just show you another little snippet, what's going on, what you can expect, and hopefully you will enjoy it.
Well, you join me on what finally feels like a bit of a spring-like Northwick. The weather's been a bit horrible of late. I've not managed to get as much time down here as I'd like to. I like to try and get a night or two a week, even in the winter, but I've been away a lot with shows, I've been away a lot with work, so it's meant that this is only my 5th night of this calendar year, but we're early March, and like I just said, it's now starting to feel like spring. The sun's out, standing down in the swim, it's really starting to feel like this warm day could get the fish moving. I've had very little to go on. It's nice to actually be here for a day to see if I can make something happen. As I've got to be honest, of late, I can't really work out where my next bite's coming from. It has been a bit of a gruel. I'm fishing very differently to how I fished last winter, when I enjoyed some regular action through the colder months. I was always fishing over a very natural mix of baits and worms, maggots, casters, sweet corn. But historically, James is the one that I'm here to catch. Never, if ever, gets caught over a decent spread of bait. So I didn't want to come back and do exactly the same and work for a load of repeat captures, because I'm taking those captures away from someone else. Instead, I'm being a bit more single-minded. I'm going with very small patches of bait. I've been playing around with zigs, single pop-ups, solid bags, all the sort of things that I expect him to get caught up on. And whilst it hasn't happened yet, like I say, now's the time. He always does a spring capture. I see no reason to doubt he's going to do exactly the same again. So even though I can't see where the next bite's coming from, being here at this time of the year, I might see my first show of the year today. I might see a patch of bubbles. There's always something you can almost make happen if you look hard enough. But with it feeling as warm as this, I've got one zig out there already. I want to get another one out there, an adjustable, get it up in the layers, because you never know. Tiny bit of heat, they start moving around, and when they do that, they might fancy a little mouthful of bait. I'm going to get another zig out.
Listen to this kid giggling. Look.
Let me have it. Fine? Yeah? Do you want it?
It's the most evil laugh. What is that laugh, Arthur?
Go cheese. Right, you gonna have it? Chubby? You got the giggles. More? More? Can Mummy have it? Oh,
You are crazy, boy.
oh, it's so tasty. You're mad.
Yeah, and I'm supposed to get my work done with that in the background, aren't I? Jesus. Okay, so that is, we'll make that the end of this video. You may have found it really strange, this film. I didn't really know what I was going to do with it. It didn't have a direction I really wanted it to go in. It was literally just to show you guys what my life is like when I'm at home. You've seen me on the bank many, many times over the years. And as I said at the start, you may have seen my stuff on Instagram and have a little inkling into my daily routine. But yeah, this is how I roll, basically. This is what I do. In between my work, that's what I get up to. It's an insight into what I do for my work whilst I'm at home, and hopefully it will give you guys a little bit of an idea of what's coming up in the next episode, which is available 1st of April. If you're interested in watching the film, some of you may never have heard of Cypography before, and you won't know that, some of you may not even know that I left Corda those years ago. So for the last 2 years, I've been making independent films with my friend Dave and my friend Rich, and they're available via our website, which is www.cypography, which is cypography.co.uk. And there's loads and loads of stuff on there, and they're all available via our website. This is paid for content via subscription or a monthly payment, much like a magazine style, but with this it's video content instead. Every single month we are releasing a new film, generally between 2 and 3.5 hours long, and in that you've got lots of different films from lots of different anglers covering all sorts of different subjects. Like I said, this is an insight into what I make, the kind of films that we produce, and the way I live my kind of weird life. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you found it really boring, I apologise. If you found it really good, let me know, because it will be your feedback which dictates whether I do another one of these videos. Have a lovely time. Stay indoors, stay coronavirus free. You don't want to catch that stuff. My friend's got it and it's horrible. I think my brother's had it as well, you know, so it is real. You do need to be careful. You don't want to catch that shit. Stay indoors, keep yourself busy, finish all the jobs you need to do, and hopefully we'll come out the other side of this with loads of spare time on our hands and a bit of freedom. I can't wait. Look after yourselves, and I'll see you soon.